Hi there and welcome to another lesson in supervising food safety. We have seen how it is the supervisor's job to ensure that all correct temperatures are maintained during food delivery, storage, and production to ensure that foodborne illness is prevented. Now, you will learn in detail about how you will monitor and record temperatures in order to do this. So without further delay, let's get started. First things first, when should food temperatures be measured? Well, food temperatures should be checked at all stages of your HACCP-based FSMS, including in the delivery vehicle, on delivery, in storage, during cooking, display, and service. Fridge temperatures should be systematically checked a minimum of twice a day. Check if it is working properly, with an internal air temperature between 1 degrees to 4 degrees centigrade. The morning reading is the most important as the fridge will have been closed for a long time, while later in the day, the door will have been opened many times. During cooking, you must also check that the food is being thoroughly heated to the right temperature for the correct length of time. There are 4 temperature monitoring pieces of equipment you should know about, which are: automatic air temperature monitoring system. This ensures that food is kept safe in transit, during processing and storage, and keeps an electronic record of all the details you need. You no longer need a form or clipboard for this. Temperature data points with times and dates are logged automatically. Electronic probe thermometers. We have already covered this to some extent in the last video. It is a very good idea to have 2 different, easily separable probe thermometers, one for raw food and another for ready-to-eat, to avoid cross-contamination. Both should be long enough to reach the center of all the foods you prepare or serve. Infrared thermometers. These devices are most often used to check the surface temperatures of foods such as plated dishes, buffets, rotisserie meats, and warming trays. Can also be used on soup if a spoon is pulled up to approximate a pot's internal temperature. Other specialized types of thermometer: dial oven safe, digital instant read, pop-up, disposable temperature indicators, etc. Always read the manufacturer's instructions before using any thermometer, particularly regarding how far to insert the device to get an accurate reading. Further steps are to test it with ice or boiling water for accuracy. Place it in the thickest part of the food, avoiding bone, fat or gristle in meat and poultry. Be patient, wait for the recommended amount of time before taking the final reading, and use it on meat before it is removed from the heat source being used for cooking. Clean it thoroughly after use, every time. The FSA recommends you check the temperatures at least once a day, but twice is better, even more, if your business is working for long hours and the fridge is used frequently. Checks should always reflect the size, nature and hours of your business. The 3 daily checks can be done when staff arrive, during the afternoon, and a final check at night, just before closing. Remember, you must use formal paperwork to record each temperature check. If your routine checks reveal that procedures have not been followed, your corrective action must also be recorded. You can also use recording forms that you have designed for yourself, as long as they contain room and sections for the full information needed to be documented. These can be electronic or paper, but must be stored safely. That's the end of this module. To recap, we learned that food temperatures should be checked at all stages of your food business processes, the various thermometers, and that the supervisor is generally in charge of this monitoring. That's it for this video, and onwards to the next lesson.